Good evening, everybody. It's Steve with Real Progressives. Tonight, we're going to talk about a really sad subject, a subject that many of you all will probably have some feelings about. And it's cyberbullying, cyber stalking, the whole online trolling, and the effects that it has on people, and the lack of accountability, and the fallout from it, quite frankly. So this subject is so important to me that I had a very important message I was going to talk about tonight that got overshadowed because of the urgency of talking about this particular subject. Quite frankly, the cyberbullying and the trolling has gotten so severe on the internet, has gotten so severe in Facebook, that it's unconscionable. And I want to read something to you all. And I'm not going to tell you who, but I am going to read it to you. And I want you to hear the kind of evil that is going around in our midst. So disgusting, so wrought with revulsion, just evil, pure, unadulterated evil. And it all stems, quite frankly, from changing the settings in the Real Progressives group from anybody can post whenever they want, however they want, to moderator-controlled posting. Like, we're not going to let you just spam the group with your anti-this, anti-that over and over and over again. You'll go ahead, you'll post. If it's a fair post, we'll go ahead and let it through. We're not censoring, but we're not going to let you spam the shit out of our group. So here's the crap that started happening. One of our admins took some action on a troll today. And that troll, took it upon themselves to rally the other trolls. This is how these sick fucks work, okay? So anyway, this person comes back and says, you left because you have more allegiance to Steve fucking Grumbine, who is a misogynist, dickhead, lying tool. And it's like, no, we don't have to be friends. It's like, oh, so that's how it works. I call you out and you become a baby? So they made a meme about this admin. They made a meme about it and spammed it to all the other groups. Now, mind you, this person is the director of operations for a new up-and-coming third party that's trying to gather all sorts of support. This is an individual, and I've got screenshots. I'm not going to show it here, but I'll show it to the appropriate people. Anyway, went through there, and it was like, you shit on him. You're weak. You're a nobody. Oh, it matters. You'll see. So this individual is one of many, 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 many thousands of disgusting trolls that exist on Facebook. Now, for a group like Real Progressives, for me to take the time to actually address this shows you the depravity and the evil that lurks in our midst, that hides itself as progressives, okay? This is what ends up going on. Our movement is taken for a joke because people who are the director of a given third party coming up are out there saying this stuff. And then they go out there and they post a million other things trying to smear people. They run behind the scenes telling everybody, oh, don't like him, he's this, or don't like her, she's that. Evil person, just totally personified. A very sick, mentally, just in dire straits. This individual needs help. And many of these people go out that they have no life of their own. They have no anything of their own. Their lives are complete and utter shitholes. And they come to Facebook to get their freak on. And they got you in their sights. They will do anything they can to take the shit stain of their life away and put the focus on you. Now, for those of you who are actively fighting a revolution, who are actively fighting to make change in this country and using social media as your platform to get that done, my hat's off to you, because folks, this is a thankless, tiring, relentless pursuit. But for those of you who out there who construe our ability to control our environment as censoring, for those of you out there who don't understand that the First Amendment pertains to the federal government, not private entities, not private groups, etc. When you think that it's your own playground to destroy people and hurt people and fuck their minds up, when you think it's okay to smear them all over the place, when you think it's okay to do that, you have crossed the line that enters into the unforgivable. You have entered into a criminal area. And this one individual hates that I keep screenshots, but I keep screenshots for a very good reason. If I need to go to the police, which I may in this case, if I need to go to the police, I want to have proof. It's real easy to scrub your tracks. But in this case, let me go to high school, middle school, and elementary school, even as sad as that is. Kids are cruel. There are more suicides than you could ever imagine, many of which are wrongly attributed. But there are tons and tons and tons of suicides in this country for more than just financial reasons. Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying includes all these people coming in, having their little say, taking their pot shots, gaslighting you, doxing you, going after your person because they've got nothing of value in their life. This right here is such an evil crime, and we need to take direct action against it, folks. This is something that can't stand any longer. For these mediums to be any value whatsoever, trolls need to be eradicated. They need mental health. They need to get out of Facebook, and they need to go and get serious mental help. They are a danger to society. They're a danger to individuals because truth is, these children, I've seen this with my own two eyes with my own kids, where maybe they didn't have the best clothes, or maybe they didn't like the right music, or maybe they dated Sally's boyfriend and Sally didn't like it. And then all of a sudden, they start using their Photoshop and creating pictures of them, start doing things to shame them, humiliate them, and thus many of these kids eat a bullet. They fucking eat a bullet. And these bullies, oh, we can't be so mean to the bullies. It's okay. We've got to be okay with them. No, this is not okay, and it needs to stop now. And I'm telling you right now, I'm holding the director and their boss accountable. When I show this to that person, when I show the screenshots to this person, and if I see that they're still on that team, I swear to God, I will end all association with them, and I will call them out in a live stream. That will be the guarantee, because I cannot be in any way, shape, or form tied to people that support this nonsense. Now, as it goes, I don't know if you've ever been around children that have experienced this, but there's nothing like being a parent and having a child run home to you after they've been trashed and after they've been destroyed. Then they go to school and they have to deal with it there as well. And then they go to talk to the school, and the school says, well, there's nothing we can really do because it wasn't done on school property. Or maybe it was. Maybe the kids are sitting there on their cell phone laughing about it back and forth in class. Whatever. But how many suicides are enough before we take decisive action? How many suicides are enough before we say hell no to the cyberbullying? How many kids need to die? How many adults have to deal with this and have their jobs ruined? Or maybe their name is libeled and they're smeared and defamed through these campaigns. How many people have to actually deal with this kind of shit on a daily basis? I'm telling you right now, my heart is beating so hard right now. I am so angry, you could freaking cook an egg on my forehead. I'm so disgusted by the sickness, the evil, the worthlessness. These people need help, but they don't need help while they're hurting people, folks. They need help before. We need to get help. This is why single payer is so fucking vital. When you feel it is okay to go running around smearing people like that, you're a criminal and you need to be brought to justice. We're not talking about just playful fun here, folks. We're not just talking about my opinion or it's okay. We're talking about a concerted effort to harm an individual, be it their reputation, be it their person, be it their heart, be it their psyche, whatever it is. The point is that they are actively trying to harm people. This must end. This must end. And for those people that give air cover or who sit there and make excuses for it, you're culpable too. And if you know who I'm talking about, this is one of those times where I'm being very specific. Fix it, or I make it public. This is Steve Grumbine with Real Progressives. Have a good day.